Batman. Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders. Now this is a DC animated like movie, but it's like based on like the world of like the TV series, like Batman from the 1960s. Is actually based in that world. It looks like that basically, because you also have like Adam West and like Burt Ward returning to provide the voices of Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Robin and Dick Grayson as well. And you also have Julia Nimoy too, who is playing Catwoman. She does the voice of Catwoman in this animated film. Now the film is about like Batman and Robin. Of course, they have to stop the you have the Joker who shows up, the Penguin, Catwoman, and Riddler who shows up. So you have these four like super villains who show up. And they look just like they did in the '60s television series. Now another thing I thought was kind of cool about it, and kind of like decent, but that's what kind of like ruined it to a certain extent, was that I did the actors who portrayed these performances said the person that was on the Joker, who was originally played by Cesar Romero in the 1960s television series. This guy that does the Joker on here, he's just like how Cesar Romero did it. Like the laugh, the way he talked and stuff like that, it was like very similar to the way like Cesar Romero did his Joker on the 60s Batman television series. Plus, even like the Riddler, the guy that did the Riddler, his one was just like the Riddler that was on the TV show, And you also have the Penguin too as well. The guy that did like the voice of the Penguin, his one was very similar to like the Burgess Meredith Penguin on the TV series, And then of course you have Julia Nimoy. She's just basically reprising Catwoman like she did in the TV show, And then you have Adam West and Burt Ward reprising their roles too as well. Now the film is dealing with like of course like the super villains, Batman and Robin have to team up to stop them, But at the same time, like the Joker, like the Riddler, and Catwoman, and Penguin, they have like this weapon that they bring in that can duplicate anything. They call it the replica gun. So they're actually able to like duplicate like a bunch of people. Because at one point, like Catwoman, she scratches like Batman. He gets infected with this toxin, and it slowly turns him like bad. So then he creates a bunch of Batman. He like puts the gun on himself and creates like a whole bunch of Batman. They kind of go around and sit and stuff like that. He even like replaces like Commissioner Gordon. Now he's the one. They kind of looked different from how he actually looked on the TV show. Like the Commissioner Gordon in this particular animated film, he's actually different looking than he actually looked on the television show. He looks more like he does like in the comics, with like the mustache, I think, and the glasses and stuff, And they had like Chief O'Hara too as well, Plus, they have like this replica gun that they can duplicate anything, So like Batman uses it on himself at one point, but at one point I think I was even talking to him wanting to duplicate the whole Earth, like something like that, And they're overtaking and running the whole Earth, It was kind of like far fetched. That kind of stuff was what kind of ruined it, but it was like in the spirit of like the television series, because at one point the villains even like leave Earth on like a spaceship and go to like it's like a space station to like Batman, Robin, they get into their own like space rocket. Go up into space too as well. So it's like cheese and stuff, but it's like again like in the spirit of like the '60s television show, which I'm a fan of. I thought was cool. But other than that, that's what the film was basically about. They have to stop. They just had to take out the Joker, the Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman, and so on. Now, one of the things, now you have like appearances by like Alfred. He shows up and he looks how he did on the '60s show, but like an animated form. You also have I think Aunt Harriet, I think that was her name, like the lady that be there with like Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. She was also in there too as well. But like other than that though, I think like what was kind of like flawed about it was kind of like far fetched. Plus, I thought like the actual like look of like whoever when they did like the artwork is still like good and cool as always with these like DC films, but like the way they like looked at this stuff, they had like these like blank expressions, it wasn't like the way like especially when they spoke their lines, I thought it was like kind of blank and like dull to a certain extent, but it was okay, I mean I was alright with it, and the animation like I said it was like good as usual, but it was still kind of you could tell they actually did just like they just copied the '60s television and just made it like animated basically, because it looks so much like that show, but just like an animated form. And I thought like Adam West and Burt Ward, I thought their performances were kind of cool. They did still, you could tell they're kind of older as far as their voices sound, but they did like a good job of their like acting, And I think Julia Newmar, she did a good job to Catwoman too, like they sound older, you could tell they're older, but they still sound like the spirit of these characters that they played on the '60s television show, But then I thought this was okay, I kind of want to lean kind of towards giving it a C, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of say it was kind of good because like the action scenes of their fighting, it does like bam and wham and all that stuff, just like it did on the show, and everything. So I'm going to go and kind of like just stick with I kind of almost want to get us to see it, but I think I'm gonna aim at giving this film a B minus. And I actually saw it in the theaters, like where I'm at, the area I'm in. I actually saw it in the theaters. They have planned for like one day. But I'm aiming at giving this just like a B minus based on like the animation, the look of the film. It was so close to the television show and everything. The actors like Adam West and Burt Ward, their performances, Julia Newmar, their performances, I thought were good. Plus the other actors as well. They were very close to how they were in the TV show. The Joker was just like Cesar Romero's Joker, or the Penguin was just like the Burgess Meredith Penguin, the Riddler and so on. So yeah, I'm aiming at giving this film a B minus, and this is my review for Batman: Return of the Cape Crusaders. And I would recommend this for fans about the TV series, or this Batman in general. All right, I'll catch y'all later.